matchup. I don't know how much you've seen of Jalen, but if you could comment on the kind of player he is and how he stacks up just player-to-player wise versus Colin and what intrigues you about that.
You know what? I saw Jalen probably over 20 years ago. You know why I saw him over 20 years ago?
His father.
His father. So a lot of what I see in Jalen, maybe a little bit better offensive version, just like A.J. Jr. can shoot threes better than me. Not tonight, though. But, that's what it is, that same toughness. I've saw him a lot on the AAU circuit. So I'm very familiar with his game. And again, I know the focus will be on the matchup with Colin and Jalen, just two great players. Obviously, Jay's won a championship, both of the Jays, the coach and the player. And we have a lot of respect for him, but we love our guy. And I think at the end of the day, Colin Sexton wants Alabama to win.
Okay. How does he motivate himself for it, both in terms of the team, but also that head-to-head challenge? How is he wired, Colin in particular?
Because it's all about Alabama. Yeah. He understands all goes well, he has a bright future in basketball. But he is so locked in on what can I do, Coach, to help Alabama win? Score it, pass it, defend it, get a steal, and that's what he talks a lot about.
Avery, you also mentioned the supporting cast would be important tonight. How big were that?
Well, a lot of talk had been during the season when we were struggling that Petty couldn't make a shot on the road. But I've told him all along, he had a big second half at the Naval Academy for us against Memphis. That was a neutral site game. This is a neutral site game, and I don't even look at it as the road. This is what we make of it. And I told our guys, when Dante Hall's in the lineup with us here in our new season, we're a different team now. And whether it's Petty showing some maturity and the way he's shooting the ball, or Herb Jones with his defense, or Galen Smith with his post-ups, it's just a total team effort.
Coach, you brought up the Naval Academy game and the games you played in Brooklyn. Obviously, you've had a lot of big neutral site games against big teams. How much of those games, even early in the season, helped you?
Well, we've referred to that a lot. It is so easy to get caught up in bad news. Like I told him, we've lost enough games this year for 2 seasons. But it's a new season. Yeah. What have you done for me lately? What type of attitude are we going to have going into the season? I said, now you have no choice but to respond to what I'm talking to you about, because I'm not trying to be right anymore. I just need you to respond to what I'm telling you. So there's no more, fighting the coach. Just respond. And boy, they've responded with the great attitudes, and we don't complain to officials. We just compete.
You've talked in the last 2 years about those alpha personalities and getting guys like Colin and John to take over in moments like they did tonight. How big, can you kind of quantify what they've added to this team individually, like what they bring?
We say it all the time, whether it's Popovich, Saban, it doesn't matter. When you get in a 9-1-1 situation on the floor, you don't have time to call a cute play with 3 and 5 seconds. Players have to make plays. That's why you recruit them. You recruit them that if they're in a situation where you need them to solve a problem, solve the problem. Don't look at the coach. And fortunately, Petty solved some problems for us tonight. Colin solved some problems for us tonight, and I can go on and on. So that really is a testament not to coaching ability, to players making plays in a very adverse situation.
And could you speak to the timing of John's shots? I mean, it seemed like every time you needed a 3 or Virginia Tech would kind of put a 5-point on lead or something, he came through with a big 3, brought it within one possession.
Yeah, the main thing is not only the timing, he was ready to shoot. We had been trying to get guys all year to get in a ready stance, and he was ready to shoot, and we knew that their defense loved shrinking the floor, and our guys made some great passes to him, and guys set some screens.
What did you think was Colin's best moment tonight?
His best moment? I would say his best moment is when he got either elbowed or maybe some kind of way he caught the head of his opponent that he was defending, and he just sucked it up. So what I don't know if it was an elbow or an inadvertent forearm or whatever, but he just turned around and it didn't bother him one bit. Early in the season, that maybe would have bothered him.
What do you say about this team that they can not only win a game, but win a game like this where you're taking Virginia Tech's best opponent and still stand up?
Sign of growth. sign of growth. We said before the game, and even yesterday in practice, I said with all of the hoopla that's going on with our team, if you guys are not ready to advance, just tell me now. I'll fly home commercial. If you're ready to advance, then let's get to work. All right, and that's what it's all about. They're just not happy to be here. They really want to give it their best shot. So as much as maybe, we struggled during certain parts of the season, give them a little credit for fighting through, especially when you get 16 fouls on you in the first 3 minutes of the second half.
How much of an emotional lift was Dante?
Oh, Dante's been emotional. Again, for Dante, I love Dante from day one when I met him in Luverne. But the minute Dante basically begged me to come back and play against Auburn after having surgery 3 or 4 days earlier, and the way he provided leadership with our team during the 5-game losing streak, that keeps you humble, right? Dante is a great leader. He's on our leadership advisory board. Colin's on it, and they've done a great job of not leading when things have been good, but when it's also been bad. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach.